Welcome to Progressive News, Progressive Headlines. After 2 years of COVID-induced restrictions, the customary fun and excitement associated with the school reopening is set to return to the campus. Progressive English School organized Praveshnotsav on June 1st, 2022. Let's have more updates by Lina Fatima.
Thank you, Humraz. The school premises were pleasantly decorated by the teachers and the students were warmly received by their class teachers. Mr. S.A.P. Abdul Salam, Managing Director of Vadita Group of Institutions, Mr. Muhammad Kunyi, Treasurer, Ms. Sujitra R., the Principal, Mr. Yahya V.U., Deputy Director, Academics Vadita Group, and Ms. Hasina, PTA President, visited each class and enriched our students by their valuable words. To make the day more sweet and memorable, students was given sweets. Thank you, over to Humraz.
The activities of Science Club for the academic year 2022-2023 got kicked off by the Science Club inauguration and observation of Environment Day on 6th June 2022. Here we have Fadi with more details.
Thank you, Amras. Mr. Queen Krishna Master, Sikh, Edat, Orator, Educationist and Environmental Activist inaugurated the program. In his inaugural speech, he spoke on the theme Only One Earth. Students worked different types of plants and shared among themselves. Teachers and students of primary section focused on developing a garden on Environmental Day. Environmental Day special rally was conducted in the school campus by the students of class 5th, holding different placards and reciting Environmental Day slogans. Thank you, over to Amra.
Bulletin board competition was held for classes 9th and 10th in the month of May. Let's take a look at the results by Aisha.
Thank you, Humraz. Here is the result of Bulletin Board competition conducted for classes 9th and 10th. From class 9, first prize goes to class 9B, and in class 10, first prize goes to class 10B. Thank you, over to Humraz.
Department of Social Science. Progressive English School celebrated Music Day and Social Science inauguration on 21st June 2022 with great fervor. Here we have Hadi with more details.
Thank you, Amraz. Ms. Deepa Kumari, Head of Department Social Science, welcomed the gathering, and Ms. B. Fatu, Head Teacher Secondary Section, presided over the program. Dr. Nasrina KK, PhD in Economics and former teacher of Progressive English School, inaugurated the program. In the inaugural speech, the guest speaker spoke about the importance of Social Science Club in the school and also advised the students to read more, travel whenever they got the chance, and to become more closer to the world as well as the people. Thank you, over to Amras.
Moral and Arabic Club was inaugurated on 7th June 2022 in the school auditorium. Here we have Zehran with more details.
Thank you, Hamad. Mr. Jajinas, Head of the Arabic Department, welcomed the gathering. Mr. Mudasi Kirti, Head Teacher of Primary Section, presided over the program. The club was inaugurated by writer Mr. C.K. Minagar. In his inaugural address, the guest speaker advised the students to be truthful to themselves, to be brave and follow the right path, so that the world will understand the situation and the number of good persons may increase. His words motivated the students and spread positive energy and courage to their future. Thank you, over to Hamra.
Blood Donors Day was observed on 14th June 2022 by the English Department of Progressive English School. Here we have Zeba with more updates.
Thank you, Humraz. The program began with the prayer. Ms. Shamli K., Head of the Department English, welcomes the gathering, and Ms. Sujitra R., the Principal, presided over the program. The guest speaker of the day was Dr. Jafar Bashir, consultant in respiratory medicine at Government Taluk HQ Hospital, Kalipramba, who is also the Secretary of Karnool Chess Society, Secretary of Allergy and Immunology Club, Karnool. The informative presentation by the guest speaker highlighted the essential facts related to blood donation, types of blood group, minimum age of blood donation, and the theme of Blood Donor Day this year, as well as the benefits of blood donation for both the donors and the recipients. The students attended the session with utmost interest as it included quizzes and the prizes were awarded. The session came to an end with the vote of thanks by Mr. Atif, Club in Charge, English. Thank you, over to Hamras.
International Yoga Day. Progressive English School observed International Yoga Day on 21st June 2022 with enthusiasm on the theme Yoga for Humanity. Here we have Rena with more details.
Day on 21st June 2022 with enthusiasm on the theme Yoga for Humanity. The benefits of yoga were narrated by Mr. Jamaluddin, yoga instructor, side by side as the students of class 5 performed with the instruction. Various asanas were followed by Omkar chanting. Thank you. Over to Hamraj.
The activities of Hindi Club for the year 2022-2023 got kicked off by the Hindi Club inauguration on 23rd June 2022 in the school auditorium. Let's have Liana for more details.
The activities of the Hindi Club for the academic year 2022-23 got kicked off by the chief guest of the function, Mr. M. Reddy, retired Hindi teacher G.H. Kadamapalli, inaugurated the Hindi Club with a delivered speech. The welcome speech was delivered by Ms. Sujitra R. The words of the chief guest on importance of Hindi language inspired both the students and teachers.
The first PTA General Body for the academic year 2022-2023 was held on the 25th, 27th, 28th and 29th of June. Let's have Fatima Fazal for more updates.
The first PTA General Body for the academic year 2022-23 was held on 25th, 27th, 28th and 29 June in the Wadi Huda Auditorium. It was a 4-day program which included orientation classes for the parents to meet the behavioral differences of the children. Ms. Sujitra R., Principal Progressive English School, animatedly welcomed the gathering. Mr. S.A.P. Abdul Salam, Managing Director, Wadi Huda Group of Institutions, officially inaugurated the program. Mr. Muhammad Sajid B.K., General Secretary, Wadi Huda Group of Institutions, delivered the keynote address. The 4-day session was remarkable and was enriched with the presence of guest speaker Dr. Sudhagran Kalyas, psychologist, counselor and psychotherapist, international corporate trainer who exemplified the topic adolescent learning and characterization. Using anecdotes and stories, he urged the parents to make time for their children, appreciate them and love them. Ms. Nimida KV, Assistant Professor, PG Psychology, whereas enlighten the parents with the essential aspects of bridge the communication gap. Mr. Yahya VU, Deputy Director Academics, and Mr. Farooq Usman, Finance Director, Wadi Huda Group of Institutions, felicitated the occasion. Mr. Lojana, the Staff Secretary, proposed vote of thanks.
Annual Staff Convention. Annual Staff Convention of Wadi Huda Group of Institution was held on 18th June 2022 in the school auditorium. Here we have Kulsu with more updates.
Annual Staff Convention of Wadi Huda Group of Institutions was held on 18th June 2022 in the school auditorium. Mr. Muhammad Sajid P.K., General Secretary, TIT, welcomed the gathering and Mr. S.A.P. Abdul Salam, Managing Director, Wadi Huda Group of Institutions, presided over the program. The annual staff convention was officially inaugurated by Dr. R. Yusuf, Chairman, IECI. The event witnessed honoring the staff who have completed add-on courses as part of professional enrichment. Mr. Farooq Usman, Secretary TIT, honored the staff. Mr. Mustafa Ibrahim, member TIT, announced the new members of Wadi Huda Recreation Club. The next function was to honor the senior-most member of Wadi Huda Group of Institutions, Mr. MVP Mahmood, who has been active in other fields of cultivation since his retirement, and he kept his mind young and was active in life. A memento was distributed to Mr. MVP Mahmood by Mr. S.A.P. Abdul Salam as a token of gratitude. Mr. Suhail KK, Vice Chairman, TIT, talked on Vision 2040. Next, Mr. Mubashir PET, Progressive English School, who brought back to the life of 2 people who fell into the well by a timely and adventurous operation, was honored with a memento by Mr. Riaz, member, TIT, Director or Administrator. Mr. Salman Al-Faris MK, who planned things for the renovation of the mosque in Wadi Huda campus with precision and brought it to its fullest, was honored by Dr. R. Yusuf, Chairman IECI. It was followed by the felicitation of the heads of Wadi Huda Group of Institutions. Mr. Nizam MP, General Secretary CG, delivered a motivational speech that inspired and encouraged the entire team. Then followed a number of song performances from the staff which were beautifully presented and entertained the audience. The annual staff convention came to an end with a vote of thanks by Mr. Yahya VU, Director Academics, Wadi Huda Group of Institutions. Annual Staff Convention of Wadi Huda Group of Institution brought all the members together, reaffirming their core values, celebrated success, valuing their people and making people feel good about themselves.
Math Club Inauguration. Math Club 2022-2023 was officially inaugurated on 24th June 2022. Let's have Rasha with more updates.
Math Club 2022-23 was officially inaugurated on 24 June 2022. Ms. Shaina, Head of Department Maths, welcomed the gathering and Ms. Sujitra, our Principal, delivered the presidential address. She spoke on the importance of mathematics and need of learning mathematics. The chief guest, Mr. Balakrishnan, Assistant Professor, Crescent B.Ed College, Madaipara, inaugurated the Maths Club. In his inaugural speech, the guest speaker stressed the importance of Math Club in school. He mentioned the history of Srinivasa Ramanujan too. The chief guest distributed the prize for excellence in mathematics. The orientation class by the guest speaker was very effective and informative. The students interacted with him and clarified their doubts. As part of the inauguration, students performed skit, magic, etc. The program came to an end by the vote of thanks by Mr. Rajesh, Club in Charge, Maths Club.
The inauguration of English Club was held on 29th June 2022 in the school auditorium. Here we have Amal Sali with more updates.
English Club of Progressive English School was inaugurated on 29 June 2022. Mr. Atif, Club in Charge, welcomed the gathering. Ms. Sujitra R., Principal, presided over the function. Mr. Haridas, Communicative and Personality Development Trainer, inaugurated the English Club. The chief guest orated on communicative English and tips of linguistic skills and shared ideas to the students on how to bring out their artistic talents by participating events in the literary club. He advised the students to read a lot to improve their communication skills and insisted them to think only in English. He shared 5 tips for easy handling of English. Hamda Abubakar of class 9th was awarded with gold medal and certificate for the best performance in the session. Students' active participation in the competition is noteworthy.
In connection with Reading Day, various competitions were conducted by Malayalam department. Here we have Mashur with the results.
Reading competition for class 6. The winners are: first prize goes to Afra 80 of 6th E, second prize goes to Manha Fatima of 6th C. Reading competition for class 7. The winners are: first prize goes to Shafia 7E and second prize goes to Shazin Zaka. Reading competition for class 8. The winners are: first prize goes to Aisha Mehrin 8D and second prize goes to Hadi Muhammad 8B. Essay writing competition for 9th, 10th and 12th. The winners are: first prize goes to Faiha Faisal of 10th D and second prize goes to Hania Abdul Nasser of 9th A and third prize goes to Imtihaz Ahmed of 12th Science.
International Day Against Drug Abuse and Salvation Club inauguration was held on 27th June 2022. Here we have Jaza with more details.
The International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking and Salvation Club inauguration was held on 27th June 2022. The chief guest, Mr. Kalesh M., Civil Excise Officer, Excise Range of Office, Papancheri, inaugurated the Salvation Club. In his speech, the guest speaker urged the students to actively stand against drug abuse and work to eradicate drug abuse among youth. He mainly focused to create an awareness among children regarding the unscrupulous effect of drugs. It was important to educate youth about the dangers of drugs and alcohol abuse and provide them with emotional support so that they did not develop the need to turn to substance abuse for comfort, he said. The students voluntarily became the members of Salvation Club and promised that they will continue to spread the message of awareness through various programs throughout the year.
Under the aegis of Arabic and Moral Department, calligraphy training competition was arranged for selected students from classes 5th to 12th on 25th June 2022. Here we have Naira with more updates.
Under the aegis of Arabic and Moral Department, calligraphy training program was held on 25th June 2022. It was arranged for selected students of class 5 to 12. The program was led by Mr. Sabah Aluwa, expert in calligraphy and principal, IHHS Aluwa. The program began with a welcome speech by Mr. Shafiq and Ms. Sujitra R., principal, presided over the program. the chief guest delivered an inspiring speech for all the students. It was followed by a deep and complete tutoring session about calligraphy. It was very helpful for the students to build their talent and stay focused to their creativity.
Stay tuned for more updates. Till then, it is Progressive News. Hamraz signing off.